Oh, hello. It's Saturday, the 3rd of December, and we are at Castaway Key. Yes, hello, welcome back to Richard Vlogs Disney. My name is Richard, I obviously make Disney vlogs. This is Roberta, and we are at Castaway Key today. We are just arriving. Here is the island behind us. We're getting ready to, or I say we have no part in this process. The captain is getting ready to spin us around. We are currently at the aft of the ship, and they are going to, this end goes in first, so they reverse it in. The ship is much more maneuverable going forward than it is backwards. And early in the lifetime of Disney Cruise Line, they did drive it in, until one day they drove it in and the wind started in the middle of the day and they couldn't reverse it out. So a ship got stuck here, it got delayed leaving, that delayed the next cruise because they're on very tight deadlines. So from now on it's reverse in, because that way you know you can get in if you can reverse it in, and then if you need to leave at any point you can, because all you're doing is just straight out. It goes down 30 times. So you gotta make sure you get in a camera. We've come back to our room before we go to breakfast, and this is the view now from our balcony. There are pros and cons to either side of the ship when you come to Castaway. We are on the starboard side of the ship, and you get this very nice view. If you're on the port side of the ship, you get to watch everything being offloaded and the run when they announce that we can go ashore. We're getting the full melody of Disney Dream horn songs. So our plan is not to be in that first group of runners, because people will be getting off, they will be running, trying to get beach spots and all that kind of stuff. So all we're going to do is we're going to take it nice and slowly. We're going to stay on the ship for maybe a couple of hours. We're going to ride the aqueduct because it's the quietest time to ride it, because everyone's off at Castaway. And then we'll probably get off around 11 o'clock, 11:30, depending on time. Go over to Serenity Bay, have some lunch, lie on the beach. The all aboard time is 4:45, so you don't have to rush to get off unless you want to just maximize your time on the island. We definitely recommend using this as time to do a couple of those busier things on the ship, because tomorrow being a sea day, everything will be busy. We're coming down to Vista Cafe to get some coffee, but there is no one in the atrium. It is completely empty. I love walking down this staircase. The running, or well, not the running, but the early departers are off. So change of plans. We were going to go on the aqueduct, but it's not running until 1 o'clock. So we went up there, realised it wasn't on, came back, got our stuff, and now we're heading onto the island. The gangway is on deck 1. Obviously everyone is trying to get off right now, so all of the elevators are very busy, so it's 6 flights of stairs for us, but it's good, get those steps in. There used to be a sign on this building for a certain now not CEO. Lol. Hey Donald! Again, with characters on the island, check the Navigator app, look when they're there, where they'll be. Don't feel like you have to get there straight first thing in the morning. They'll come throughout the day. Just look up the locations, because everyone gets off and they go straight to the characters, and the lines can be quite long. So just remember, it doesn't always have, you don't have to be the first one. Just make sure you keep up to date with where they'll be. Did you even come to Castaway if you didn't get this shot? You can get that famous back of the ship photo from here. There's a little seating area just after you come through the gates. Captain Jack is also currently out greeting people. A lot of the tours are cancelled this morning, so a lot of the port adventures were cancelled. I can only assume that's because of wind, though it's not too windy down here compared to being up there. But all of that stuff is always, you know, if weather allows, and they will refund you, of course, straight away if your thing is cancelled. So whenever you do book anything like that, you just always kind of keep it in mind that it's not a guarantee. It's just if we can, we will do this. She is a beauty. The Disney Dream Stern character is Sorcerer Mickey. There's a different character on the back of every Disney ship. You can get a tram from the ship dock to the first sort of area with shops and stuff, but we decided to take a little walk. It's just a lovely day actually, very nice. And look at the view behind us. Why would you want to skip that? So as Disney expands their fleet, currently there are 5 ships in the Disney fleet. The Disney Treasure will be the 6th. There is an unnamed 7th ship of the Triton class, which is the same as the Wish and the Treasure. And also Disney just recently purchased a uncompleted mega ship, like one of the largest ships in the world. But apparently that won't be coming to America, so I don't think that will come here. But 7 ships, they're going to start to run out of days of the week that ships can come to Castaway, especially considering whichever ship is doing the 3 and 4 night rotation from Port Canaveral comes twice a week. So very quickly Castaway is filling up. It has a ship here now nearly every day of the week. We're here today, the Wish is here tomorrow. So there is another island that Disney is currently working on called Lighthouse Point. Not much is known about it yet. You know what's going to be there. There's been concept art, there's been a few announcements, but that's coming on sometime in the next couple of years. So then there will be 2 Disney islands that you can come and visit in the Bahamas. Minnie is getting the VIP treatment, of course, and being driven around the island. Because why wouldn't you when you're famous? Hey Minnie! She sells, no sea sells. Yeah, see, got me. She sells, not sea shells, and everything else is the main Disney store on the island. So this is where you will get your Disney merchandise. All of this can be charged back to your shipboard account, so you don't need to have cash for here. So Roberta's found a few pins that she likes, so a captain's pin and a Castaway Key pin. You also look to be getting a new Castaway Key Spirit jersey, because show the back of the one you currently have on, because you can never have too many, right? There are other Castaway Key Spirit jerseys. Again, there looks to be very good stock of everything. So just like on the ship, it doesn't seem like you have to rush to get the merchandise. But there is lots of Castaway Key branded stuff. These are all kids t-shirts, but there are adult t-shirts as well. Yeah, lots of very good stuff. So here is a map of the island. We are currently here at 14. We are heading over all the way to here. So this is Serenity Bay. That is the adults only beach. But this is the area that you have to explore. And you see when you come in on the ship, when you're on the upper decks, just how little of this island is actually developed. There's just around the edge of the beach, a little bit inland to get you over to Serenity Bay, but other than that, this place is completely undeveloped, uninhabited, and it's kept that way specifically by Disney to maintain the environment of the island. It's they take all of that stuff very, very seriously. So you're not allowed to remove any shells, anything off the beaches, anything you find in the water. Everything has to stay here. That's why it's she sells, not sea shells. There is of course ample bars on the island, so if you are looking to get your drink on, You can.
Conked out.
Conked out. My other Castaway tip, if you are not going over to Serenity Bay, which is the adults only area, if you are a family and you are looking just to come to the beach, don't jump on the first beach that you get to after you get off the ship. It will get very crowded as everyone jumps into the first sun lounger they see. Whereas if you keep walking, you get to this. Just a sea of empty sun loungers. And you just keep walking and it will get quieter and quieter the further away from the ship that you get. These shops that we are coming up to here, these are the local Bahamian shops. So people come from nearby islands to sell here. These shops you will need dollars. You can't charge this back to your shipboard account. You will need to buy this. So if you didn't get off in Nassau and you want some specific like Bahamas souvenirs, this is your place to get them. But just remember, bring that money with you because you can't charge this back to your room. Don't talk to me. I'm using my Olaf sipper. That's got some kind of slushy in it from...
It's very sweet.
It is very sweet. I can't see it's this one here, that one. I think it's called In Summertime Slush or something like that. It's good. It comes in the Sven sipper or the Olaf sipper. We're going to get on a tram now and go to Serenity Bay. So, welcome to Serenity Bay. The trams run back to the tram stop every 12 minutes, Bahamian time though, so maybe a little bit longer than 12 minutes. You'll notice there's a few planes around because what we've just driven down was a runway on the island. So you can see it behind me, the runway. Not used as a runway anymore, but was a runway on the island from before Disney leased it from the Bahamian government. And this is where they call it Serenity Bay, because there's not very many people here and it's very quiet. If you are in a large group, behind me here, are some rentable cabanas that you can book. They go very, very quickly, so make sure that you book them at your earliest opportunity in your Navigator app when you're at home, which depending on your Castaway club status will have different dates in advance that you can book. I say if you're in a large group, you could do it, I guess, if it was just two of you, but they are a couple of $100. I think it's about $395 for the day. And they do come stocked with like beverages and fruit and basic food, but yeah, if there's a large group of you, obviously it's a better value if there's a lot of you to split it between. But they would be yours for the day. You can come and go as you please. They are very popular though, so book as quickly as you can. So after a good 2.5 hours on the beach, we have come for lunchtime. There is a barbecue at Serenity Bay. There are two over at the family beaches, but there is one over here, so you don't have to go all the way back to get your food. And I mean, there's not very much healthy going on here, but I'm good for it. And now it's time to go back to the ship. It's just coming up to 1 o'clock, so we're gonna go back to the ship for a bit. Maybe ride the aqueduct. Yeah, they never took Bob's sign away. Or this Bob, not the other Bob. The good Bob. In all seriousness about the Bob swap, I am surprised they took away the sign, because he still was the CEO of Disney, regardless of how well or how much we liked him. So I wouldn't be surprised if that sign comes back somewhere else on the island, if they do bring it back, but it's gone for now. I am constantly at awe how well maintained these ships always are. We saw it on the ships next to us yesterday. You know, they're ships, they sail at sea, so they get rust and so that, you know, stuff on them, but there's not sign of any of that on this ship. And that's because they are constantly painting and cleaning every opportunity. Yeah, constantly cleaning. And that is why the ship always looks so good. We just got back to our room. Our stateroom host Leon has been in to clean. He has left us the Pirates in the Caribbean bandanas because it is pirate night. He's also been watching the World Cup, which I'm glad. He deserves it. Some time to catch up with the sports. Let's go out onto the balcony and have a look. Very nice view. Last time we were here, we started with weather like this, and then it very quickly became not weather like this. So it's nice that we managed to get the whole day of really nice weather, because, you know, the weather is the one thing that Disney can't control, right? But you definitely want to have nice weather when you're here. And just, you know, take in the insane colours of this water. When you think about what the sea was like when we were in Nassau yesterday, and now it's like a lake. It's just a completely different weather just overnight. I'm so glad. Honestly, I was surprised that we did quite well with lack of seasickness, but it wasn't through, it was mostly through just ignoring the fact that there was weather. With it being pirate night, the music around the ship right now is currently the cue music for Pirates of the Caribbean, and there are some characters in the atrium in their pirate outfits. So we have Minnie and Donald, and on the balcony you have Captain Hook and Smee, which I guess they're always in pirate outfits, but it still fits. And while we were walking around, Captain Hook and Smee have been replaced with Captain Mickey. Every trip to the upper decks, to the pool decks, requires ice cream. This might be my 10th or 15th ice cream cone this trip so far, and I'm more than okay with that. I don't think you need any words for that. Mother Nature is delivering with that. The captain's just come over and, or not to, personally to me, come over an announcement on the intercom and said that everyone's on. We expect to be able to put away very, very shortly. So I'm just going to get a few more photos of that, well, that behind me, look at that. And then we are on our way to our day at sea. Basically, we're going back to Miami very slowly because it's only 150 miles to Miami. We can do that overnight. So we're just gonna crawl back to Miami. I think we're leaving. Playing all the hits. Yeah, we are moving. Goodbye, Castaway. It is always sad to leave, but we'll be back soon. So we are on our way back to Miami. I think I said it already, but Miami is only about 150 miles away from here. And it kind of shows you how close Florida and the Bahamas are. If you cruise from Port Canaveral, it's a bit further because you have to come down from further north, but from Miami it really is quite quick. So it's hard to tell, but we are barely moving, and we're probably just going to crawl along like this for the rest for tomorrow as well. We now have a Pirate Stitch is down in the atrium, and Pirate Mickey is still greeting people on the balcony. You can now see off in the distance that some lights have come on Castaway as they reset the island, ready for the visit of the Wish tomorrow. About 100 people live on Castaway Key year round. Not always the same people, but just at any point there'll be 100 people on the island, and their job is to prepare the island and maintain the island in between each ship arriving and leaving. And as I was saying earlier, the schedule at Castaway Key is getting very busy with the number of ships currently in the Disney fleet. So tomorrow the Wish will be visiting, and that is what they will be doing now, is resetting the beaches, raking the beaches, making the sand look really good, clearing up, tidying up, getting everything ready so that when you arrive, if you were on the Wish and you arrive tomorrow, it'd be like you were the first person ever there. A little bit more Disney magic for you. So as we were saying earlier, it is Pirate Night, so we are up on deck now for Buccaneer Blast, which is Disney's fireworks at sea. Disney is the only cruise line that does fireworks at sea. The fireworks themselves are actually made out of fish food, so that there's no like littering or environmental impact of the fireworks, which is again something just that only they do. Animal we have. 1 second.
Oh, we got some coins.
Some gold coins, some chocolate currency. They love the sun. They love the sunglasses, don't they? We have come back to our stateroom and we have had delivered our gratuities, which I'll show you now. So this is your gratuities paperwork. I'm not going to show you too much because there's like the names of the crew members and everything on there. Essentially, it's 4 little pieces of paper that you can tear off and you can put into these envelopes. And there's one for your stateroom host or hostess, one for your head server, your assistant server, and your main server. And essentially, it's just your way of tipping them for their service throughout your cruise. If you feel that there is more that you would like to add, you feel that they deserve more, you can go down to guest services and you can add more on, or you can do what we are likely to do and you can put additional cash into the envelope. So it's just your way of thanking them because they work so hard. Before we probably go to bed, let's talk about dinner. So we were back at Enchanted Garden again this evening, but the menu was completely different because it was Caribbean themed for Pirate Night. So to start, we both had crab cake, which was very nice. I don't think I need to say it was very nice. All of the food is very good. For main, Roberta had a prawn and scallop pasta, and I couldn't decide. So I double ordered a main, and I got we got beef and also a jerk chicken, and the jerk chicken was incredible. The jerk chicken was really good. I think we are probably going to call it there. I hope you have enjoyed the vlog. I hope you have enjoyed our day on Castaway Key and the third day of our Disney cruise adventure. We have one more day to go tomorrow, our day at sea, so we will see you then. If you have enjoyed the vlog, please don't forget to click like, subscribe, do all of that good stuff, and be kept up to date with any future vlogs. But for now, we will see you in the next one. Bye!